Take the healing potion, everyone. Get healed up. Get healed up and stay healed up. Welcome back, everyone. How's it going? I do apologize. We are not going to be playing Healer's Quest today, so no voice acting. But we're going to be bringing you some Leprechauns event from Ultima Online, which I think should be fun. Just going to go meet up with a buddy at the guild house here. So without further ado, I'm going to bring you some Ultima Online content here. We're meeting up at the guild house, and we're going to be recalling around and seeing if we can't find ourselves some leprechauns. Alright. So without further ado, we'll go to the guild house and get this on its way. How's it going today, everyone? Welcome back. Monday morning, and we're doing some leprechauns. All right. Keep on rolling, everybody. You know what time it is. It's event time on UO Renaissance. Hey! Wazuba, how's it going, bud? I'm playing something super, super old school here. This game is a little bit retro. You know what's funny? This game probably almost came out before you were born, mate. I'm not sure how old you are, but this game's pretty old. Let's throw this out there. 95. Let's see there. How's it going, bud? How are you today? Oh, am I supposed to be following his tracker? I was gonna say, all right, here, let's get partied up here at least. Oh, except I kind of assumed Wazuba. Is that how you pronounce the name too? Wazuba? But yeah, I kind of assumed by the looks of things that it might be a little bit older than you are. Yeah, I've been playing this game since pre-release, bud. Oh, no worries. No worries. Oh, whiz. That makes sense, yeah. So how's the schooling going? What courses do you have schoolwork for today, bud? I always used to like, one of my favorite classes was creative writing. I always used to really like creative writing. And also, too, I was always a big fan of ancient religions. We had ancient religions, or I guess it would have been world religions, and what was it? World religions and ancient civilizations. That's what it was. And that was super, super interesting. I really liked both those classes. Why can I not dismount here? All right, there we go. I think it was more based on the teachers too, though. I've talked about this in stream a couple of times. Your teachers that you have really dictate the class, right? So if you have good teachers for a class, you're going to have a good class, regardless of the subject. He goes with his full tamer. Oh, so you're in like the big stuff. Like you're in like the big brain classes. Physics, accounting, math, business. Yeah, you're in like the big brain stuff. I was in a lot of like the philosophy classes, drama, you know, all the throwaway classes, right? But no, I had a really good time in school and everything like that. I always kind of joke with people. If you don't have a good time in school, you don't have enough friends. Socialize more, have a good time with friends and stuff like that, right? Because high school is great. So with this event, for anyone that isn't from Ultima Online Renaissance, this event is really cool because essentially what happens is with this event, there's going to be leprechauns that are going to be spawning all around the map that are kind of hidden and stealthed. And as they spawn, you have a chance to both kill them and have a chance to spawn like almost like a little sparkly portal. If you jump into the portal, it'll spawn you into an instant dungeon. And in that dungeon, it's almost like a little mini dungeon. Almost like a little mini champ. It's super, super cool. One of the best events of the year. Like, this event brings people back to Ultima Online Renaissance. So for anyone watching that used to play... for anyone that used to play Ultima Online Renaissance and, you know, was waiting for that event, it's on. And then also to... And then also, too, I believe the bunnies are being released in the next couple of days as well. So those two events coincide, and it's super, super fun. Both the events are really neat. Burr, burr, burr. So right now we're just kind of, we're gating around to the different the different NPC camp spawns like this, because all of these camps have a chance of spawning the leprechauns at them. So it's pretty efficient to just recall around and look for the leprechauns at the spawn spots. And also too, you can also use a tracker as well to locate them a little bit quicker and more efficiently. Oh, that's a cute emote, bud. I love that one. That's super cool. You make some really good ones. I've seen some of your emotes on the SAS Discord. You've got some really cool ones. I'm not very artistic that way. I'm better at like coloring things in than creating from scratch. Even when it comes to paint. Yeah, a lot of times too, like I was saying, you can use a tracker to track the leprechauns, because a lot of times too, they're not going to be right on the recall spot. I thought that's what we were going to be doing. So I guess we'll just kind of run around the spots. Oh. We got one. We got one. Yay. Yeah, it's really neat when you actually get to pull into one of the mini dungeons. That's pretty cool. Oh, no worries. Mine does that all the time. I have PC ghosts around my stream here, bud. So a lot of the times I have little technical blips and stuff like that I have to deal with all the time. We've lovingly called my shed ghost Frank, after the Donnie Darko bunny, if you've ever seen that movie. Super, super creepy character from the movie. Oh, do we get anything good? Get anything good? Nah. Nope, nothing good. Yeah, if you haven't seen that movie, check that movie out, Wiz. That's a really cool movie, Donnie Darko. It's essentially about this like high school kid. I don't want to go too deep into it because it's one of those movies where a lot of people have different interpretations of like what the movie's kind of about and everything. But it's essentially about a high school kid. It's kind of like a time travel type of movie, to sum it up. But very cool if you haven't seen it, bud. Kind of like a cult classic. It wasn't really big in the theaters, and then after it was released to home video, it kind of started blowing up and stuff like that. A lot of like kids started like, oh, have you checked out this movie? Have you seen this movie? Like, it was really big around like the early 2000s and stuff like that. Around the time that I was in high school, man. Dating myself here, right? Oh, kicked myself off my mount. Oh, we were just here. I always forget which spots I've actually gated to already. All right, here we go. Hopefully this will be a good one. Oh. Hopefully this will be a good one. Get us a good one here, Dragon. Oh, is this his tracker? Oh, I think this is his tracker. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I think this is his tracker. Yeah. So we'll follow his tracker now. Oh, okay. Nothing. Oh. We're getting a little out of sync here. We're getting a little out of sync here. All right. So what other games do you play, Wiz, other than Call of Duty? Did you ever play Overwatch? That's one of my favorites. Like, if I'm gonna play a shooter game, I'm usually playing Overwatch. Hey, Zaz! How's it going, bud? And also, too, like, I was wearing this today, too, because I figured this would be one of the last days to wear the Canadian onesie, because it is getting warm here quick. It's apparently supposed to be, like, 17 today, which, I don't know. I'm not holding my breath for that, personally, but apparently it's supposed to be 17 today, which, if that's the case, that would be pretty incredible. It was warm enough yesterday for us to be out in pretty much, like, in pretty much, jeans and like sweaters and stuff like that. But it wasn't quite warm enough to wear shorts and a t-shirt, where if it's 17 today, I'll be outside in shorts and a t-shirt. I already have my shorts and a t-shirt on underneath my my onesie here. At the moment, I only really play Warzone, but I played Phasmophobia, Rocket League, Counter-Strike Go, GTA, and Minecraft a lot. Oh, okay. Everyone wants me to play Phasmophobia. I have an Oculus. I have an Oculus, one of the Quest ones, so a lot of people want me to play Phasmophobia on my Oculus on stream. I just haven't gotten around to it. I don't have the game yet, so that's another thing holding me back. But eventually I probably will play it. I play a lot of... Yeah, that's true. Zaz plays tons of Rocket League. He's really good. I've watched some of his, like his practicing videos and stuff like that, where he's flipping through the rings and stuff. I don't know if I've ever loaded up that game. My nephew's obsessed with that game. He loves it, but I've never actually played it. 100 hours in Phasmophobia? Holy jumpin'. I've heard it's one of those games too where apparently it's not that it's super scary per se, but it's kind of creepy. But I've also heard too that after you kind of learn the mechanics and stuff like that, it's not the scariest game. Oh. Ah, I hate it when I do that. Oh, I hate these jungle areas. These jungle areas are the absolute worst areas to have to hunt in. You're getting caught up on bushes every 2 steps. That's the one thing. There's no voice chat in this game or anything like that. So a lot of people will use Discord and stuff like that for voice chat. Everything's done by typing. Well, with a game that came out in the mid 90s, I mean, that's bound to happen, right? Yeah, I'm not good enough to play Rocket League. My friend's really good. Oh, wow, he got Grand Champ in a season? Holy jumpin'. I don't really know the game, so I wouldn't know the details of that, but I know any game where, I mean, you're in a top percentile is pretty impressive, right? Because I know myself, like I said, like I play Overwatch here and there. And I want to say I don't play a lot of competitive and stuff like that because I get such limited game time, really, to be able to play a game competitively and, like, play it a lot and stuff like that. But I think the last time I placed in competitive, I want to say it was high platinum, which for that game isn't bad for someone like me that isn't playing a lot of competitive play and stuff like that. I know my character type though, right? Like I play a support character, Healzonu, right? Like go figure I play support. And I play support. I don't play support because I like the weapons selection or something like that. Like I play support to heal people, to support their roleplay. And I'm sure that probably boosts me up in my level play myself. Oh, we got someone here. Oh, I was just gonna leave it. I don't usually care about stuff like this. Oh, oh wow, so even better than Zaz then, eh? That's really impressive then. That's really impressive then. Because I've watched Zaz play, and I know that I wouldn't be able to do the things in that game that he's doing, like the control of the cars and stuff like that. Oh. Oh yeah, I'm Canadian. I'm Canadian Wazuba. Oh, pulled an NPC spawn here. But yeah, I'm Canadian. So that's why you'll hear me talking about my ice rink out back and stuff like that and everything. And it's legitimately actually out back. My ice rink I can literally see from like from the stream shed window here. You make it sound so dirty, Zaz. But no, I have actually done like an outside stream and stuff like that because I could, I've done a couple of outside streams myself, where I have actually built a little snow hill in the back. I also had the rink out back, so I've done a couple of streams from the backyard. So Zaz is correct. I do streams from the yard. And actually, I think it'd be really cool this summer. I get my, like, I have a projector and everything like that, and I do like little Mario Kart and Smash Bros tournaments and stuff with my friends and everything on the projector screen out back on the deck and everything. So I think that'd be really fun to play around with as well, and maybe possibly stream something like that. I don't know if my friends would be really into having themselves streamed, but I think that'd still be really fun. Yeah, this game, Wiz, is super, super old school, but I love it. Like, honestly, it's the gameplay in this game that keeps me coming back. I've said it a few times, but it's so true. Like, this is one of those games where, for me, it's like a Minecraft type of game. It's so open and, like free-form play that you can pretty much do anything in it, bud. It's really cool that way. Yeah, it's neat that you're actually getting to catch me stream today, Zaz. Because normally we're on different schedules nowadays. It's true. You're usually pretty much just heading to bed, as I'm as I'm coming live again now. No, sorry, Fab. I wasn't feeling it this morning. It was kind of one of those, like, I've been wrestling with that a lot with my stream schedule and stuff like that, where essentially I have days predetermined on what I'm supposed to play. But I've been feeling like really off recently, where like if I don't feel like playing a certain game on stream, like I won't stream, which is probably worse than just streaming something else. So today was kind of one of those days where I wasn't really feeling like the voice acting and stuff like that this morning. So if I was gonna stream like Healer's Quest, I wouldn't have streamed anything. So I felt like, might as well at least stream this, right? Have some fun elsewhere. You'll probably, if you tune in long enough, you'll probably see some stupid impersonations anyways. There's pop culture references popping up with me all the time. Well, it's a thing too, right, Fab? And I mean, at the same time too, like, it's not even so much that it takes its toll. It's one of those like I have to jump around so much with it, right? That I've gotta be in the mood for my voice acting. Yeah, then I like this too, because this is relatively chill. Until we get into like a dungeon or something like that, like this is gonna be relatively calm hunting. There really isn't too much to this for the most part. This is pretty relaxed stuff. Oh, there we go. Hey, Avis, how's it going? How are you today? How's your Temtem feeling? Oh. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm always good, Avis. I'm always doing well. As I was just saying to Fab, though, I didn't really feel like doing the voice acting today or anything like that, so I wanted to do something a little bit more chills. So, figured I'd do some Ultima Online streaming. And I was just explaining too, this is probably going to be one of the last times that I'm wearing like the Canadian onesie. Because fortunately for us, it's getting warmer. But unfortunately for the Canadian onesie, it's probably going to have to get put away for the season because it's getting a little bit too warm for it now. We're supposed to have plus 17 weather today, which, as I was saying, I don't think it'll get quite that warm, because that's shorts and t-shirts weather. But it'd be nice if we saw that. But with the warm weather coming, won't be long before I'm putting the onesie away for the season, unfortunately. So right now what we're doing, folks, is we're tracking leprechauns right now. So what they are is they're a special creature for this season because of St. Paddy's Day. And what you have to do is you have to essentially run over the world and stumble across leprechauns that are hidden and stealthed around. And they'll jump you and start shooting you with their bow and arrow. So once they, and sorry, I got distracted there for a second. So once they start shooting you with your bow and arrow, you have to jump on top of them and start killing them. And then once you have killed them, there's a small chance that they might spawn a sparkly little, it turns out to be a portal, but it almost kind of just looks like sparkles. And if that happens, you can jump into the portal, and in the portal is almost like a little mini dungeon. It's really super neat. I've played other servers with content like this before, but nothing exactly like this. So this is really neat for me. And this seems to be like a really, really big event on UOR. Like, it brings people back. It's a really neat immersive event too, because like there is a chance that someone else could spawn in the dungeon with you, and potentially like either kill you or help you or whatnot, right? It's a really neat event that way. Boom, boom. Yeah, it's not too warm out here yet. I mean, it'll get warmer throughout the day. It's still really cold in the morning time. It's funny. This time of year in Canada, it's one of those situations where essentially, like, it goes from being really super cold this time of the year in the morning time to being really, really warm in the afternoon. And it warms up really quick too. Oh no, Avis, were you not able to hear for a while from the illness? I know my sister used to get that a lot too. Whenever she would get sick, she would get like ear infections and stuff like that. And she would have problems with hearing and stuff like that whenever she would get like even a light flu or anything like that. So I'm sorry to hear that that did happen, but it's good to hear that hopefully you're better now. Yeah, Avis wasn't feeling well for a couple of days there. Oh, so like one of those like it was probably one of those like probably very similar to my sister where it's almost like you have like a fluid buildup in your ears or something like that. Like over congestion, right? Yeah, like I always joke, I'm always like popping into people's streams and stuff and lurking in people's streams, like Aussie streams, Fabinator streams, Wazuba's streams. I apologize. I probably missed Wazuba if they were popping out there. But I'm always you know like lurking in people's streams and stuff like that. But I always say for one, like I always feel bad because for one, I'm super chatty. So I always feel bad if I pop into people's streams while they're doing something. Like Wiz is always playing like Call of Duty. So I always feel bad like being chatty when someone's playing Call of Duty because it's something that takes like a lot of concentration. And it's the same with anything else. And a lot of the times too, like I'll pop in for a little bit, pop out because I'm usually like, you know, like hanging out with the family and stuff on the side and everything. So it's one of those situations where a lot of the times I'm popping in, popping out so I don't talk unless I plan to stay for a while. So I'm always here. You can't see me, but I'm here. No, I'm glad, Fab. Yeah, you're pretty chatty like I am. It's good. I like it. Oh, we got another one down here. Same, I talk to myself on stream. I do that all the time. I've got no problem with having like 0 viewers or whatnot because I'll still be chatting away half the times. Explaining gameplay, explaining different things that are just going on in the game. I mean, half the times I'm just explaining, you know, what went on in, you know, my daily routine or whatever. Whatever. I talk to myself and I don't stream. I think that's worse. Well, it was one of those funny situations when I was growing up. My grandfather always used to joke with me. He's like, you know, bud, it's okay to talk to yourself. It's not okay to answer yourself. Like, don't start having full back and forth conversations with yourself. Maybe, I don't know. It's okay to maybe have like a question or two or something like that, but yeah, maybe don't go, you know, full conversation deep, just one-sided, right? You're allowed to ask the questions. You can't answer your own questions though, right? And keep it going back and forth. Oh, that's funny. Oh, and for anyone that wants to check this out, for any Ultima Online players or anything like that, there. Oh, it's like Scooby-Doo doors around here. For anyone that wants to check this out, I've dropped the link for the download code. It is a free to play. Free to it is a free to play, free to download game. There's no subscription fees, and as I was talking with Wiz earlier, this game was actually released in the mid-90s, so you can literally play this on So you can play this on virtually like any PC. We found out a little while ago that you can actually play this on mobile devices as well. You can play it on an Android device. I think someone actually said you can play it on an Apple phone as well. I don't know about that. I only have Android devices myself, but you can play it on a mobile device as well, which is pretty cool. And that's why I kind of picked this as one of my community games. And I have had actually quite a few community members join up. We've got a guild going and everything like that. So it's really neat that way. And there's just, like I've said before, there's so much you can do in this game, right? You can be a pure crafter if you want and just make things in town. You can be an adventurer like we are doing right now. I mean, there's so much you can do in the game. Oh, Fab! Hey, thank you for the lurk. And no worries. And, of course, I'll send you off with a healing potion for the day, right? Make sure you take a healing potion with you. Always love the lurks. Oh, we got 2 leps. Perfect. 2 leprechauns. Let's get going here. Let's get going here. Oh, kill! Oh, kill! Oh, kill! Oh, kill! Oh, 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 I saw another one up here. I saw another guy up here. He's popping off over here. Where did he go? Oh, here he is. Here he is. So in this game, there's a skill called Provoke, and what you can do is you can make the monsters attack each other. That's what I just did there. So now both the monsters are attacking each other, which is, I mean, pretty super powerful. Amar, this is Ultima Online. This is a super old school role-playing game. This is the great-grandfather of pretty much all, like, MMOs, like World of Warcraft, Star Wars Online, this predates EverQuest. It's very similar to like RuneScape, if you've ever seen that, Amar. Super, super cool though. Very good gameplay in this game. And the best part about this game, in my opinion, is the house ownership. You can own your own houses. You can place your own houses in the game and then actually like upgrade them over time. You can have different items in the houses to like show off and everything. It's a really cool game. Check it out, bud. If you'd like to, here. There should be a link to the game if you ever want to check it out. But it's Ultima Online. Ultima Online Renaissance is the server. And it's a super, super cool server. Very nice player base. Very mature player base. That's what I like about it. So what we're doing right now too is there's a chance with these leprechauns to spawn a like a little teleporter, and with the teleporter you go into a little mini dungeon, which is like an event in the game. It's really super neat. Yeah, this game came out in the mid-90s. So it's probably older than a lot of the people viewing right now. Oh, and the PvP system in this game, for people that are wondering, there is a player versus player system built into the game as well, what are called factions. Probably one of the most fun player versus player systems I've ever seen built into a game, because it's actually like purpose driven. With the PvP system, you can actually take control of cities in the game, and then by taking control of cities in the game, you can actually control the economy of the city and stuff like that. You can place guards. It's really super cool. All right. So we're continuing on with some maps here, or with some, here I am distracted by the fact he said he found a treasure map, with some leprechauns here. So they're all over the map. So what we're trying to do is we're just kind of recalling and gating around to different locations on the map to see if we can find leprechauns. And then, oh, sorry, excuse me. On this server, oh, there we go. There's a leprechaun. On this server, there's things called slayers, which are special weapons that do extra damage to certain types of creatures, and those weapons are worth a lot of money on this server. So it's a situation where I believe, if I'm not mistaken, if I've read correctly, every time you spawn one of those special dungeons from the leprechauns, you get one of the slayer weapons. It's not always a really good one, but I believe you always get a slayer weapon, so that's worth some decent money there too. Hey, there you go, Avis. Sorry I missed that message about the heal potion. I'm glad. Well, for anyone watching right now that needs one, take a heal potion with you for the day, right? Take a heal potion, get healed up. Make sure you stay healed up, right? That's the main thing, staying healed up. There's no point of getting healed up if you don't stay healed up, right? Yeah, you should check it out, Amar. It's really cool. I really like this game. It's really neat. And even what's cool too is, like, there's so many different skills in the game too, right? Like, this is your different skill log. So with all the different skills, there's different combinations of skills. Like this character is an animal tamer. Same with my buddy. So we have the ability to be able to, like, tame dragons and stuff like that, and to be able to use them on the map, and actually to be able to control them. Which, again, is very powerful, right? Oh, no, don't worry about it, Avis. Like we've said... No, like we were discussing even just a little bit ago, Avis, like, obviously life is going to come first, right? Oh. What even killed me? What? Oh, there's multiple Holy jumping. We just spawned into like 3 or 4 leprechauns. Holy jumping. I just got like insta-killed. I didn't even realize my life was going down that quick. That was really fast. Oh, okay. You are here for the time being, but in the near future, you need to start doing things. No, that's fair. That's fair. I certainly can understand that one. That's funny. No, I'll be heading out. Like, today won't be a super long stream either, because like I was saying, with the weather getting nicer and everything like that, I'll be spending more time outside and everything, hanging out with the family. So, oh, where did my bag go? Oh, there it is. Okay. So yeah, I'll probably be going out with the family in a little bit. Probably going maybe for a walk or something like that. Also, too, I was waiting for Oscar to get home, so we could knock down the sides of the rink, and then have all the water come flying out. He loves stuff like that, right? So I wanted to make sure he was home for that. Yeah, that's a thing, right? Yeah, especially in Canada too. I mean, you're only really getting so many months out of the year with nice weather. We get a lot more months, than people think we do. A lot of people seem to think it's only like 2 weeks or something like that. But no, it's really not too bad. But you do take advantage while you can, right? Especially with the little guy. He's not a big fan of colder weather. So most times when it's cold outside, it's very limited on the amount of time we can spend outside. So as soon as the weather starts getting nicer, that's when we take full advantage. We'll be outside probably the whole day today. The one nice thing is, though, if I want to, I can always just bring the laptop outside or something like that. Have a little dance party outside on the deck. Yeah, that's true too. And my thing is with this time of the year, Avis, is because I'm such like a warm-blooded person. Like, I run hot myself. I always like to make that joke. I run hot. But it is true. But because of that, I do like to because of that, I like this time of the year because it's the perfect time of the year where essentially you can kind of like wear jeans and maybe a t-shirt or something. You can, you can dress however you kind of want to dress and be comfortable. Whereas in the summertime, I mean, I'm so warm that it doesn't matter what you wear, you're going to be just hot and sweaty. Like, I feel for Fab and Ozzy having to put up with heat like pretty much all the time. Like, that's the one nice thing about Canada. We get a break from it, right? It gets really warm in the summertime, but it's also nice and cold and cool this time of year. So, good mixture. So that's the one nice thing about this game. There's lots of like little side programs and stuff at this point that help you out, make the game a little bit less tedious. Like right now I'm using Razor, which is this program right here. So this helps me out by doing certain macros and stuff like that. Like, if you'll notice when I'm looting things, I don't always have to, like, click and drag everything. I can just hit my loot macro, and it'll start slowly pulling stuff out of the corpse for me. Oh, and that's the really cool thing, too, about this game. For anyone that doesn't actually, like, know much about Ultima Online, there's so much like risk versus reward in this game. Like, this is a server that's very true to the actual game and the risk versus reward aspect of that. There's a lot of servers nowadays where they have like blessed items where when you die, like, you don't lose anything or anything like that. But this is one of those servers where when you die, like, you potentially lose everything you're carrying. So you have to be very careful. You could potentially get killed by like a murderer, a player killer or whatnot. So again, you have to be very careful and mindful of what you're doing, right? It's really neat that way, though. And again, for anyone that wants to check out the server or anything like that, this is Ultima Online Renaissance. Right now we're doing the Leprechaun Quest, which is one of the bigger events of the year, apparently. I'm relatively new to this server, so a lot of the information I give, could be, I hate to say it, but potentially skewed, just because I've only been here for a couple of weeks, or I guess a couple of months at this point. But so far I've been loving it. I've played on a lot of different servers. So I mean, I've tried a lot of different places out, and this is definitely one of my favorites for sure. Oh, allergies? Yeah. I used to get allergies really super bad. Throughout the years, I've slowly been getting better with it and stuff like that. But I used to get allergies really, really bad. Especially to cats and dogs. Like, if I ever used to pet a cat or a dog, I used to, like, my face used to break out in hives and everything like that. Oh, it was horrible. Oh, there we go. Got the kill. Oh, see, here's our mini dungeon that we were talking about, folks. Okay, so this is going to be fun, folks. Okay, so it's really cool that you guys get to see this. So this is one of the mini dungeons that I was talking about. So we've just stepped into one of the special portals that the Leprechaun has dropped on the ground, which was the red sparkly thing. I'm not sure if you noticed. There's a very limited amount of time you can kind of like jump into one potentially. So you have to be kind of quick about it. But this is one of the portals that opens up. So this is super cool. I'm glad you guys got to see this. So we're slowly going to be working the spawn. There's this clock over here on the wall that's going to tell us our progress. And as this clock progresses, the spawn, or there's going to be a special mini boss that is released that we need to unlock. Oh, apparently they're going to dispel them. All right. Oh, that's why. I don't have my instrument selected. That would help. Also, too, with these, I'm assuming in a certain way, I guess more so at night when it's a little bit more, like, busy and stuff like that. But essentially, with these, you want to progress them as quick as possible, because with them, if I'm not mistaken, someone can join the group up until 50%. So I guess you'd want to progress the dungeon up to 50% at least, to make sure that no one else can join your dungeon with you. I don't think they removed the reward vendor, but what might be happening, Absolute, is it might be a situation where, if I'm not mistaken, I know that there's going to be an update on the rewards vendor, because they're in the process of essentially switching the rewards vendor from last year's rewards to this year's rewards. So I know that they were going to be taking them down for a period of time. I just don't know if they've done that yet, but I'm assuming by the sounds of things they have. You're getting old, Zaz. Talking about getting old in my stream. Talking about getting old in my stream. Holy jumping. All right, so this is pretty cool, actually, that we got to see this. I'm really glad that we got to see one here, folks. Oh. Sorry, I'm like half paying attention to the streaming, half paying attention to the game here. Yeah, normally, okay, so just for point of reference too, like this character has the same ability as my buddy here, where I can drag the dragons around with me and stuff like that. But with these here, there's certain bosses that will spawn here that really dragons aren't really that effective for. So I don't really like bringing my dragons out with me because I don't have bonded dragons yet, which means when my dragons die, they die. So a lot of the times I just run this setup here with my Nightmare, which is a really super powerful horse. And then I summon demons, or I'll summon like other like magical things to fight for me if I need to. And you know, it's funny, you know, sometimes murder is okay because in this game, there's technically a system to forgive murderers, right? There is a system to forgive murderers. Oh, all right. So we are at 100%. So that means that we are about, oh, okay. So we've got our mounted guy. All right, that's cool. So essentially there's a couple different bosses that have the potential to spawn here. So when we spawn the boss, we have to make sure that it's one of the bosses where we can use our pets, because there are certain bosses that will, like I was saying, that will almost render the dragons useless, both by killing them super fast and by making them not deal very much damage. So we have to make sure, you know, what boss we pop before we just go running in, right? You don't want to dive in head first before you know what you're diving into. Literally and figuratively. Don't do that in real life, too. Yeah, this guy, you can't provoke him. Yeah, I was just letting him know, like, it's kind of either when it, like, the spell he was just using is like a really powerful summon, but it's mindless, so you can't control it. So as soon as you put it on the field, it's just going wild. So it was about to probably kill his dragons. So he dispelled it really quick because he realized a lot of the mindless summons you can provoke onto a creature, but this leprechaun guy, you can't provoke him. So you got to be really careful about that. Oh, Avis, no worries. All the best today. I'm super glad that you got to pop in for a little bit. I'm going to try and, like, obviously, you know, make the streams a little bit more thorough, or I guess more common, as they were before and stuff like that. But thank you so much for tuning in. And since you said it worked last time, by all means, take a healing potion with you today too, right? Take a healing potion with you for the day. Oh, and also too, I've recharged the magical energy in the RGB potion, so take an RGB potion with you for today too, right? Hey computer, let there be light.
Okay.
Bwah! Oh, it's really bright in here actually. Recently. Super bright in here recently. I guess too because of the time of the day, it's like the light's changing, the light levels are changing. So, oh, where did I just type that to? So he's got an item ID, so he's just IDing stuff in the chest as we go here, which is pretty handy. So that was pretty cool that you folks got to see that. So that was kind of the little mini dungeon there. So throughout the year, throughout this season, this is kind of what everyone's doing. Everyone's trying to spawn the leprechauns. Everyone's trying to spawn these dungeons because they give a really high chance at Slayer weapons, because I got one the other day that was worth 500 grand, which in this game, I mean, is obviously really good. Halfway, that's a $500,000, folks, if you don't know how much 500 grand is. So we're just double checking corpses up here, making sure that there's no like good loot or anything like that we might have forgotten. I know myself, I'm horrible for looting corpses because usually I'm not the person in my group to be looting. Oh, you know what? I'll take the silver crossbow might. I've got an archer character that's going to be able to use that for sure. Silver weapons are always good to have for guildies and stuff like that too, right? Okay. And then once you're done, you just pretty much pop out of the teleporter here. Yeah, I haven't found any holiday coins yet. So essentially there's holiday coins too, which is a currency in the game, which you only get from the seasonal events. So that's what so that's why most people want to run the seasonal quests and stuff like that, because of the seasonal coins, like the holiday coins. You can buy some pretty neat items with them too. Stardew, I have to admit that one's taken a back seat. That one's taken a bit of a back seat here. All right, I'm taking off my hood here. It's probably going to start getting too warm for the hood here. Yeah, Stardew's taking a bit of a backseat. I have been playing a lot of this game recently. Ultima Online, like I said, is just such a comfortable game for me to play. I love playing this game. And now that I found like a good server with like a good group of people to play with and stuff like that, it just makes it that much more fun too. Oh, so how's your Stardew world going, Zaz? Oh, ooh, ooh. Still, my body's still waking up here. Oh, still getting into the day here. All right. You know what? I'm gonna bring out one of my dragons here. And that way I've got one with us here, I think. That kind of makes sense. Both dragons with me, just in case I gotta pull them out for energy vortexes and stuff like that. Because I can still summon 3 energy vortexes this way. But I think having a dragon's probably better than having the demon the whole time. The demon was getting a little annoying. 30 mil and counting? Holy cripes, bud. That's insane. That's crazy. I don't think I've made like 50 grand in that game yet. Was there really that much? $150 gems. Holy cripes, that's a lot. So you can sell gems obviously in this game too for a fair bit of money. So wow. I'm horrible at spelling, folks, so you're gonna get to see tons of my horrible spelling mistakes in this game because it's all type based, right? Some people don't like using voice chat, which I understand. So you lost 175k in gambling last night in WoW during raid. Ow! How do you lose money in WoW though? Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, we made decent money from that then. Okay. Yeah, I almost... Okay, so just for point of reference there, I don't know if you guys can read what I'm typing here. Oh, you know what? One thing... Can you guys read the chat box here? Based on my, like, where my window is and stuff? You guys can, right? Even when I'm in-game here. Here, one second. I'm going to move this. Where can I move this so you guys can kind of see this better? I'll move it up here. I don't really need to see my map for the most part. But then that way you guys can read the chat window here too. Because I was just telling my buddy, actually, I guess probably down in the bottom is probably the best spot. I was just telling my buddy that I almost lost 200 grand last night because I listed an item for the wrong price because of a spelling mistake. Yeah. My buddy's making fun of me because, like, in this game, there's, like, a term called tremmy, right? Which essentially means, like, you're obsessed with, like pixel crack and, like all the rares and stuff in the game. Like, for an example, like, look at my character, like, compared to his, right? Like, I'm all obsessed with, like, how my character looks and stuff, and, like, most people don't care, right? They go out, they want to play the game, and just go to town, right? But I'm so obsessed with, like, how my character looks, and about, you know, like, all that type of stuff, right? Oh, CH. So this is Ultima Online Renaissance. So really cool period piece. By all means, have some fun. Join up if you'd like to, bud. We'd love to have you. In my opinion, I've played on a lot of different servers throughout my years. I've been playing Ultima Online since pre-release, and this is, in my opinion, one of the best there is. If you're not looking for like a ton of custom content and stuff like that, this is where you should be, in my opinion. I really like it. Check it out, bud. I know a lot of people are playing on, like, the two big ones are UO Outlands and UO Forever. For me, it was just too much custom content. They're both really good servers, don't get me wrong. But this is just, you know, like I always say, it was just very comfortable for me. And there's enough custom content here to keep me active and stuff like that too, which is nice. Oh, excuse me. And that's the other part too, right? Right, Zaz? Like, and that's the thing. As someone that comes from World of Warcraft and who's a big transmogger, I'm very on point here as well, right? Everything's got to be color coordinated. Certain pieces of clothing have purposes. Like, I've even made the joke before. I've even made the joke before that, like, I even go into it a little bit with, like, my cosplay in real life and stuff like that, and how my characters will dress based on what they're doing. Like, for an example, my dungeon picker here is Straith, okay? So this is kind of like his, like, Tremmy town outfit, right? But then when I go into dungeons, he takes off the mask, because I'm done scaring people, right? Because I like to walk around town and pretend like I'm, like, popping up around people because I can hide and stealth. But I put on my floppy hat. So I put on my floppy hat to do some dungeon picking, right? Because I want to keep the sun off my eyes and off the locks while I'm doing some dungeon picking. And also, too, you got the leather gloves on to protect your investment, right? Because as a lock picker, your hands are your investment, so you got to take the gloves off so you can have a little bit of finger dexterity, right? So the transmogging in the character models even gets broken down into some funny role play and stuff like that as I play the game. But yeah, I like to hide in town, and then as I'm hiding in town, like, you can essentially, like, right now no one can see my character, so I can walk around and then stealth. So I'm moving quietly now, so now I can move around hidden. And as I'm moving around hidden, boo! You can pop up behind people, which is kind of funny. And pretty much just silly at the same time. Alright. Yeah, I always think that's really funny. I like that. I don't know if we're going to be running any more Leprechauns here. I don't know if he's done for now. He might be done for now. I think he's more of an early morning player, if I remember correctly. Oh. Yep, transmogs always have to be on point. Always on point. Just seeing if he's running more or if he's done for now. Because if he's done for now, I might just pop off and then what is it? I might just go do some farming myself or something like that. Oh, there's Finn. There's another guildie. Oh, Nahori says, all the best today, bud. Have fun. Oh boy, we'll study up, make sure you pass. Make sure you get your 90 then. And, of course, take a healing potion with you for the day, right? Take a healing potion with you for the day, bud. Oh, you know what's super good too? Here's my pitch of the day. Here's my product pitch of the day. These oatmeal cookies. These oatmeal cookies are so good. They're so good. I love them. I love the oatmeal cookies. Make sure if you get the oatmeal cookies, you get the ones that are the cream filled. You want to make sure you get the cream filled oatmeal cookies. They're good for breakfast or for a snack or whatever. tells ya. Pick some up, will ya? Martha, when you're at the store, would you pick up some oatmeal cookies for me? I need more, I'm almost out. Little voice acting today. Oh, man. So stupid. Help me procrastinate. If you give me a couple minutes, bud. Okay, so what I'll do here is I'll show you some like farming here, because like this would be, I don't know what in World of Warcraft this would be the equivalent to. I guess this would be like rep grinding almost, because like in World of Warcraft, like you don't really need to like grind money, right? Like money isn't a big deal in World of Warcraft for the most part, because it's all gear based. Whereas I've made that point about this, like this is more item based. So you have to kind of grind out money, not like rep and stuff like that. So what I'm planning on doing, I hate that stupid BRB hotkey I have set. File, where's settings? Where's my hotkeys? Yeah, I'll figure it out after. Okay, so we're gonna do some farming here. Yeah, you're right, Zaz. If you do want to grind out money in World of Warcraft, it's best to grind out professions in that game. Usually like jewel crafting or something like that, and just selling, or enchanting too. I remember enchanting being worth a lot, and just selling even just the mats and stuff like that. I mean, this is somewhat similar in the sense that like professions are worth quite a bit of money normally. This server, not so much, just because it is a relatively old server, and you're also allowed 3 accounts with 5 characters per account, so you can have up to 15 characters. So a lot of people at this point have their own crafters, but crafting can be worth a bit of money in this game. So we're gonna go do some gold grinding, I guess, real quick here. We'll just go kill a couple of creatures, just again to kind of show you what it's like and whatnot, really, for the most part. So with this here, like what I'm doing is I'm just kind of running around collecting hotbars of different creatures, and then making them fight one another in groups, if you notice here. So kind of grouping them up. And I like to keep hotbars roughly where they would be located on screen in relation to like who I'm kind of fighting and stuff like that. Kind of just keeps things organized that way, right? But if you notice too, I kind of work multiple spawns at the same time. That way you're just kind of maximizing what's going on, right? So these guys are damaging one another up here. These guys are damaging one another down here. And then this guy is being damaged by my dragon, right? And then as they get damaged enough, I just break off and then kill them myself. So that my dragon can go on to the next creature. Normally I'd have 2 dragons with me, but I was just doing this really quick while my buddy is, I believe he's running for iron ingots. So those are one of the resources you need for blacksmithing, for creating like weapons and armor and stuff like that. They're a really good resource to have in the game, and a lot of people will buy them in mass quantities, so they're a good resource to make money off of by flipping them. And that's what he's going out and doing right now. Oh, thanks, mate. No, thank you. I appreciate that. You know me, I'm horrible for that. I am horrible for that. Game screens. Figure I might as well get my nightmare into this too, right? No, every once in a while, if it's like completely broken up like this, where my dragon is like out in the middle of nowhere down there by himself, I'll kind of break off and do something like this here. Where I'll have my nightmare fighting one target on the other side, and then have my dragon fighting some things on this side. I also come from a server that didn't have like as many follower slots as this server does. Like, this server allows you to have 8 followers. So that means you can have a nightmare out and 2 dragons. Like, that's a lot of followers. Most servers I've played on only allow you to have 5 followers, which would be enough to have 1 nightmare and a dragon. So the fact you can have 2 is pretty powerful. So half the times I'm not even used to carrying or bringing the second one with me. Oh, I don't blame you. I'd rather just get the real test over with. I almost find there's like almost more anxiety with a practice test than just doing the real test, right? I'd rather just, you know, build up the pressure and do it in one shot, in my opinion. Oh, you got a 90. Oh, you have to get a 90 on the practice test before you go in. Oh, I didn't realize it was one of those types of systems. Oh, okay. Yeah, that kind of makes sense then. That'd be a little bit more frustrating. I figured it'd be one of those, like, kind of a system where essentially you could, like, the practice test would be optional. Yeah, it's not fun if you have to get a 90% on the practice test to actually take the test. Is it open book or anything like that? It's multiple choice, but gives several answers. In Razor, go to hotkeys and miscellaneous, set up, grab item, no more dragging. What do you mean? In Razor, go to hotkeys and miscellaneous, set up, grab item. Okay, I'm not sure what you mean by that one, Marco. I don't know if I've ever used that before. 1 second here. Go to hotkeys. And miscellaneous. What do you mean grab item? I'm not sure what you mean by setting up a... Why would I set up a hotkey to what's the benefit of that, Marco? I don't know if I like... A lot of the times I don't like stuff like that, because like I find that they mess up and stuff like that. So a lot of times I don't use them. Like I'll set up like basic loot macros and stuff like that, but I don't like getting into like a lot of other macros. I try and keep it for the most part pretty basic. I just use Alt-Shift and then I just click and drag things. I find that to be the most efficient way of looting things. Oh. Let's make sure I got everything here. I feel like I'm forgetting stuff here. You set a hotkey, it brings up a prompt that says, what do you want to grab? You target items on monster, gold, or weapons, etc. and it autoplays. Oh. I think I know what you're talking about now. I've seen it on other people's systems. It's almost kind of like essentially like a newer, like the new way of looting, where like in World of Warcraft, like when you kill something, it would bring up like a little like grid almost, that would kind of like, okay, what items do you want to loot out of this corpse? And you kind of like click on the grid is what you're talking about, right? Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about now, Marco. Yeah, I think that's what it is, right? If I'm not mistaken, that's what you're talking about. Like kind of the grid style of looting. I wouldn't be opposed to that. But where was it again, you were saying? Hotkeys, miscellaneous? And then what was it? Grab item? All right, so let's see here. And then what do you do? Oh, yeah, no. I guess I don't know if I like that. No, it's not what I thought it was. I have to admit, it's not what I thought it was. I don't know if I like that. Because I mean, at the same, is that saving time? Because you gotta I gotta keep I don't know. I guess it would be. I don't know. I'll try it out. I'll see how it works out. I'll see how it works out. Oh, see, with if I've got like a creature where I'm looting gems and stuff like that, I'll actually I'm not paying much attention here. I'll actually like hit my loot macro, which actually loots stuff like faster than my mouse or anything like that could do. But that's only when I'm looting stuff with with gems and stuff in the bag. Normally I just click and drag. Plus I don't know. Especially with like this type of game, like with specifically Ultima Online, I like to keep it like as old school as I can possibly without, you know, getting into too many modern conveniences and stuff like that. Like I don't like automating everything. Like some people have everything scripted in this game, and that to me is boring. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, there's certain aspects that are, you know, nice to macro or nice to automate. That's for sure. Oh, no worries, Zaz. I completely understand. Shut me up, right? I was gonna say there's no hope of having silence if you don't mute me, so don't worry about it. I completely understand. It's kind of nice during this time of the year too, because with the Leprechauns being out, most of the dungeons are pretty freed up for the most part. There isn't a lot of like PK heat and stuff like that out and about for the most part. Because even the PKs are running the Leprechauns this time of year. The Leprechauns is a very, very popular event. Like I said, it even like brings people back to Ultima Online. Oh, everybody's back for from some more Leprechauns here. Okay, give me. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna get out of here. So yeah, like that's not bad money. 7,400 gold in that amount of time isn't bad. Especially for only having one dragon out too. It's not like I was running full stables or anything with me. Before we run laps, I just have to go to the washroom really quick. Oh, Marco, you're missing out, bud. The Leprechauns is like the coolest event of the year. Like it's bringing people back to Ultima Online or to UO. These Leprechauns are awesome. Bud, I picked up a plus 15 silver Vank axe from one of the chests. 500 plus thousand gold, bud. The Leprechauns are super fun. I was running them with Nick the other night, so he gets a cut of that 500k because he was with me when we pulled the weapon. But these are super fun, bud. If you stay tuned, you'll get a chance to see some of them run with Dragon and I. We're just about to do some. But yeah, 1 second. Give me a second here, guys. Hello? Hello? All right. Hello again, everyone. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. All righty. All right. So we're going to continue doing some leprechauns here. Oh, and sorry. They essentially drop holiday coins, leprechaun clothing. There's a few different rares they drop themselves. And then the big thing is the slayers that they drop from the dungeons, which is a special thing that pops up if you're lucky enough. So you have to kill a bunch of the leprechauns, Marco, to actually pop one of the dungeons. And then there's only a chance at a slayer, obviously, in the dungeon. But there's an increased chance of a slayer, if I'm not mistaken. Oh! Another person out here hunting leprechauns. I think she was after probably the same one, I would imagine. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, you gotta love it when you can't. I hate it when people have like 8 billion things. Oh. Oh, I don't really want to be a complete dick, though. She's already killing it. I don't like stuff like that. Yeah. Like, it was already pretty much dead by the time she got here. Yeah, there's no portal. Most people are just looking for the portal anyways. That's the thing, right? Oh, I can imagine, Zaz, at some of the ridiculousness that that test would include on it. Turn off your computer. Turn it back on again.
Sorry, there is nothing for me to resume.
There you go, right? Oh, Alexa's always listening. She's always listening. Hey, computer, turn lights green.
Okay.
We might as well get some leprechaun lighting up in here, right? And yeah, if you are still watching, Marco, that would be super cool. We've all been running pretty much non-stop leprechauns for the last couple of days now. Like, anytime anyone's online, everyone's like, hey, running leprechauns, running leprechauns. Yeah, these little banshees, they're nothing special. They're almost not even worth the kill. Oh, is there more around? Where did he just run off to? It was a little weird, he just left his pets. Oh, it's inside the fort. Oh, okay. Yeah, I hate it when that happens, when there's creatures inside of fort walls and stuff like that. That's really annoying and frustrating. Alright, let's go back to that. Oh. Where's he going? That's why I always wish he would use voice chat. He's one of the ones that doesn't really seem to like using voice chat. Nah, there's no point. That's a neat little trick too for anyone that's on UOR. What you can do is if you're casting a spell and you want to cancel the casting of the spell, you can just equip like a lantern or something like that, and it will auto cancel the spell for you, which is really super helpful. Yeah, these holy jumping. The clover golems have so many hit points. Holy jumping. You're just kind of sitting here waiting for it to drop at this point. It's one thing, I guess, depending on what type of game you're looking for. There is a lot of like just kind of downtime, relaxation with this game and stuff like that, especially if you're a tamer, because essentially your pets are doing a lot of the work for you, right? Which is kind of nice for some people. I know myself, a lot of the times if I'm just sitting and chilling and, you know, watching, or just sitting and chilling and playing myself, I'll be watching TV or something like that at the same time, right? Hey! Rip to Stream, thank you so much for the raid! How are you? Actually, you know what? Speaking of which, since we're out taming, and since we're out being a hunter, I should have my deer hat on, right? How are you today? How's it going? Welcome, welcome, everyone. And of course, take a potion with you, right? Take a potion with you. You gotta hide the livestock when the raid comes in. Oh, hey! How's it going? That one's a healing potion. That one's a healing potion. But, if you notice behind me here as well, I also have the RGB potion as well. So this RGB potion is to keep the lag away, okay? So you gotta make sure you take the RGB potion with you for the day, okay? Sip on it as you need it to get rid of any lag that you might have in your system, okay? Oh, plenty of potions around here, plenty of potions. Non-stop potions around here. How's it going today, folks? Always appreciate you stopping in. We're just playing some super old school Ultima Online here. This is like the great grandfather of MMOs here. This game is before EverQuest. It's before World of Warcraft Classic, Vanilla, you know, any of that type of stuff. This is super old school. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think from what we've seen in most reports, it says 97, but I feel like it came out a little bit earlier than 97. Like, I want to say I started playing in 95, but most reports and things say that 97 is when it actually was released and everything. But yeah, I mean, super, super close, yeah. And that's actually one of the reasons I always say, that's one of the reasons why I chose this kind of as one of my community games, was because I like the fact that pretty much anyone on any system can play it. You don't need some big, bulky computer system to play it. You can even play it on mobile phones, tablets, stuff like that too, right? Which I thought was a really nice feature for some of my viewers and stuff, so then they don't have to worry about, again, like, you know, what system runs it, anything like that. Anyone can join up and have some fun, right? Yeah, the aesthetics of it are one of the best parts in my opinion, and like I've said, it's the gameplay of it. It's very similar to a Minecraft style game where it's very basic on the surface in terms of the graphics and everything like that, but it is so vast. Very similar to like a Stardew Valley, Minecraft, that like once you start getting into things, like things do things to do other things, you know what I mean? Like it's very in-depth, especially for its time. And depending on what server you play on, there might be like even, you know, dragon breeding, different features and different, you know, game mechanics like that built in, right? What we're trying to do right now is we're essentially hunting leprechauns and different St. Paddy's Day creatures to try and have a chance at a special portal that opens up. And in the portal, there's like special loot that you can get. So we're trying to do those quests right now. So that's why we're just gating around to different locations, traveling around. Oh, we just missed one. We just missed one. So all those red corpses there, like all those leprechaun corpses, are from the leprechauns that someone else killed there. No, this is actually a player-run server, Ratchet. So because of the system requirements at this point, most people will even run just servers from a home computer or whatnot. So this is a player-run server, which is super cool. Yeah, no worries, Cola. Of course, by all means, lurk away. Hey, computer, turn left light blue.
Okay.
Hello, how's it going? Oh, going back into the portal here. So, girlfriend made a quick appearance there. Oh, there's a leprechaun here now? Oh, we're on the trail. We're on the trail for the leprechaun. Let's try and see if we can find this leprechaun. So the leprechauns are hidden in the world here. So what my buddy has is he has a skill called tracking. So he's actually able to track the leprechauns even when they're hidden. So that's what he's doing right now, is he's trying to track the leprechauns as they are hidden. So we're trying to find hidden leprechauns, essentially. Oh, yeah, that's right. I gotta get more, Oh. I need more ginseng. Garlic. Spider silk. What else do I need here? Probably some more nightshade. Usually my pack is a lot more organized than this, but whatever. Yeah, if anyone, sorry, give me a second here and I'll drop the server info again here. But for anyone that wants to play, here is the info. So by all means, come in, have some fun with us. We'd love to have you. It is the Leprechaun Events going on right now. So this is a super cool event. Seems to be one of the more popular events on UO Renaissance, which again is a super, super awesome server, folks. Check it out. Lots of great servers out there if you just want to play, you know, hop around from server to server, check out the different content. But this is definitely one of the best I've played, just because it's very true to actual Ultima Online, whereas a lot of the other ones have like so much custom content, it almost doesn't feel like Ultima Online anymore. No, don't go behind the rocks there. Oh, there we go. He was able to pick up a sight line there. Perfect. Yeah, so this event has been roughly happening since, well, I guess not since St. Paddy's Day, roughly. It's been happening since the 19th. Because it's a player-run server, all the developers for it are, like, you know, just a couple of guys, you know, working from home type of thing. So some of the patches are a little bit late. So this one was released on the 19th. But the Easter event, which coincides with the Leprechaun event, is going to be released, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, either today or tomorrow, possibly. And that's an event involving like hunting like Easter eggs, which you get points for the Easter eggs, and then you can turn them in for different items. And like I was saying, like, by the way, this is someone's house that they've decorated themselves. Like, the house ownership in this game is second to none in this game, in my opinion. Sorry, the house ownership in this game is second to none, like, still to this day. Like, the ability to be able to own these houses and to be able to decorate them the way you want, lock the doors. You can have like you can have guild stones in the houses, so you can actually have guilds, and, you know, group up with your friends. The possibilities are endless. Like, for an example, like, this is like my house and my guild's house here. So this is our guild stone. You can have obviously like different containers for holding stuff in and stuff like that. Like, it's just such a neat game, especially for the time period. And like I keep saying too, the fact you can play it on virtually like any computer system, right, is really nice. You don't need a bulky system. Like, you can play it on integrated graphics, no problem. We're talking about a game that came out when like single core, you know, 100 megahertz CPUs was, you know, the norm, right? 43 out of 82, and you have to get 90%, Zaz? I think you got some studying to do there, bud. I think you got some studying to do there. All right, so we're going to go to our next spot here. Oh, we're going back to Oklo here. We'll go back to Oklo, see if that's going to be a hot spot here, maybe. No. No. No such luck for a hot spot. So essentially, sometimes you can find like the loot at the end of the rainbow spot, where essentially like it's a like a hot spot, like I was just saying, where there's like 3 or 4 of them. Sometimes there's like a little pot of gold. They'll sometimes have a magic chest with them, and those are what you really want to find, right? Like, that's what you're searching for, is the actual like concentrations of them. It's not bad to find 1 or 2, you know, out by themselves, but it's really nice to find them when they're in a group, obviously. Bro, this test sucks. No doubt, man. No doubt. Tests aren't usually supposed to be too much fun, though, are they? Let's hope we get a sparkle. Let's hope for the sparkle. Sparkle, sparkle. Sparkle, sparkle. Aww. So when there's a sparkle on the corpse, that means that it's a special portal to an instant dungeon. So my buddy and I will be able to go in there and fight the monsters. There is a chance that if someone else spawns a similar like rare teleporter at the same time, they might be let into the same dungeon as us too. But it'll only do that apparently if the dungeon is a less than 50%. So essentially, you almost want to rush to 50% to get it to yourself, right? To lock it out. So again, these leprechauns are hidden, right? So essentially we have to kind of run around and hope that leprechauns, as we're running around, will either aggro us, or maybe they might be not hidden when we come upon them at first. But yeah, no, this is a really neat event. I have to admit, I've never really played an event like this in Ultima before, where essentially it's a combination of like a scavenger hunt slash like a rare instant dungeon slash like a mini boss. Like it's really neat, the mechanics to this. I'm really hoping that we get to see another one. On my videos on demand, just earlier this morning, we did actually get to pop one. So if anyone wants to check it out and see what I'm talking about, you can record my video and watch one of the dungeons opened up and done through completion. But hopefully we get another one here. We're just kind of running around the island hoping that one of them aggroes us here. Who uses Windows 8.1? Dude, are you kidding me? I'm sure there's still people using 8.1 out there. I'm sure of it. Because that's the messed up part about like computers, right? Like there's so many intricacies to them, right? Like so many different versions of operating systems, so many different minor compatibility issues, which by the way, Zaz, so I was doing more reading and stuff like that, and apparently from what I was reading, remember my mic issues? That might be stemming from either a CPU or a motherboard issue and actually a USB issue. Because there's been apparently a lot of talk about the B series motherboards, or sorry, the 500 series motherboards from AMD, and minor like USB compatibility issues and stuff like that. So it could be a situation where it was motherboard slash CPU based, which means they might be patching it out. Which would be really super nice, because that was really frustrating to try and like figure out the troubleshooting on that one, eh? That one was really frustrating. Oh, so there you go. We learn every day, right? It's under your IPv4 settings. But who would have known that, right? Like, who cares about that stuff too in a lot of cases? Like, put it this way, the other part too is, realistically, if someone's still running 8.1 Windows, then they probably don't even need to know that, right? Your computer turns on. Facebook is here. Email is here. Your computer turns off. I mean, have fun with your computers, folks. Oh boy. It's Monday. I'm allowed to add a little bit of salt in on Mondays, right? That was the rule. Oh. There we go. Even Provoke has a really far range. Change it to WPA2. Yeah, well, there's the alternative too, right? Just switch up the network settings and then you don't have those issues. Yeah, see, and that's the thing about like the tech support aspect of it too, right? Like you need to know every single breakdown of everything, right? That's why in a lot of cases, like I wouldn't want to do it myself, because in a lot of cases too, like I hate to say it, but it gets to a point of frustration, right? Where you're trying to explain the basics and There's no desire to learn or anything on the opposite side, right? Dude, it's dumb. I like that. Dude, it's... Because I just picture someone, like, saying it like, dude, it's dumb. I'm excited for the weather today. Should be a nice day out. We have one here. Usually when he stops, it usually means that there's something around. So I usually kind of run around in the area to try and aggro it. Oh, he's back on the trail. Yeah, it's super helpful for him to have tracking. So he's able to pinpoint the location of the leprechauns as we're going. I have a tracker too. It's just... he offered to use his, so... Alrighty. Go back to the house here. Go to the next spot. Oklo is pretty much all tapped out, so we'll skip by Oklo and then just go to U here. So these are rune books. For anyone that's kind of new or doesn't know much about Ultima Online, these are rune books where it's just like different ruins marked to different spots on the map, which you can recall to and teleport around to. Well, that's the other part too, right? It's really useful too, though, because I even remember back in the day, you know, when our computer guy used to come over to our house and stuff like that, and the amount of things that he knew and stuff like that was just incredible. Like just like random things about the computer, right? Like you're even just questioning, like, why would you even need to know that? But I mean, in a lot of cases, it comes in handy eventually, right? BitLocker wasn't available on Windows 7 Pro, but that wasn't the answer they want. It was available on Windows 7 Ultimate, the Enterprise. Oh, yeah, like little tiny intricacies like that too, right? Where it's not available on this edition, but it's available on that edition, right? The other part too is the way everything's going and stuff like that. Like tech support's going to be really super useful to have in the future, right? Like regardless if it's, you know, something you're using a lot right now or whatnot. But I mean, with all the home offices and stuff that are going in and everything like that, you're going to have like 50 friends calling you up soon, you know, to help them with computers or to help them with this or to help them with that, right? I'm gonna eat my cookie here. I'm gonna have my cookie finally. I've been looking at this cookie for a while. I think I'm gonna have it now. It's one of those soft oatmeal cookies with the whipped cream on the inside. I don't normally like whipped cream, but it's a really thin layer. So it just kind of makes the cookie sweeter. I always used to get these cookies in my lunch as a kid, too. Eating nostalgic cookies while I'm playing a nostalgic video game. Love it. Love it, folks. Love it. What is there more to life, right? Oh, his hat. His hat is more to life. Hey, computer, turn right light red. Hey, computer, turn right light red.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Getting some heat on us now. Now we're just tanning in the sun. Ah. I hate it when I do that. Okay, I'm going to move out of the way of this gate here and let someone that actually knows what they're doing here get through it. Oh, we're hot on the trail. I think we got one on the trail here. Got one on the line. Wow. Maybe they're all in dungeons right now. That's the thing about these dragons. They always just get in the way. They're so big and bulky. Oh, we got a pot of gold here. This is a good sign, folks. This is a good sign. This is a good sign. Got one. All right. And we're off. And we're off. Oh, there we go. Hey, computer, F off. I'm tired of your shit. Apparently I'm willing to say the word shit. Not willing to say fuck. It's like that parental side of me, right? I don't like to swear. Especially with Oscar at the age he's at now, right? Any little tiny thing you say could be coming back for the next 5, 10, 15 years, right? So you gotta be really super careful. Oh, excuse me. Oh, so impressionable. Oh, man, it's ridiculous. But it's funny, too, though, because with him going to his dad's for the weekends and stuff like that, it's funny when he, like, leaves and comes back and the things that he comes back with. And a lot of times, too, because he's, like, he'll be trying to explain something. And because he's so young, right, he's not explaining it, say, like, properly or whatnot. So you're kind of like, what's he talking about? And he might be using a different word to explain something, right? And you're just kind of like, what did he get up to this weekend? Oh, are we done? Whoa. Little shoulder shimmy. Oh, and we're off. It's in the jungle, though. I hate this jungle, like, area. Oh, nothing. Okay. Yeah, it's awesome with him being the age he is now and everything, though. Because, like, everything is just so much fun and so much wonder. And, like, there's just, you know, like any little thing, right? It's so easy to, like, to entertain him. And, you know, building forts is amazing. And, you know, playing in the sand is amazing. And, oh, it's so much fun to watch him. And it's nice now, too, that the weather is starting to get nicer, because he's playing outside a lot more now. He didn't really seem to like the cold that much, so it's nice that he's, you know, playing outside more. We get to spend some time outside doing our gardens and everything like that. Kelsey's a big gardener. I just try to be the workhorse. What do you need moved where? Okay, yep, I can do that. Yeah, it is a little bit weird that there's no NPCs here, like, whatsoever. Are you gonna try and retake the test, Zaz? Like, are you allowed to just, like, keep retaking it? Oh. I gotta go get some meat for my pet to feed him. He's getting angry at me. And what else do we need to go over here? Black Pearl. I think it should be good with that. Oh. Oh, yeah, we got another dungeon here. We got another dungeon. All right, folks. So this is what we're waiting for pretty much here. With these here, like I was saying, essentially, all, like, everything you're kind of working towards is like this here. Because this is the, like, the main part of the dungeon. Or this is the main part of the quest, almost. Of course, we're going to fizzle this out for like 15, 20 casts, right? And like I was saying, essentially you kind of almost want to race to like 50% because you want to close out the gate so that someone else can't jump in here with us. So you're trying to kind of kill things as fast as you can right off the start. And then once you've made it to 50%, you can kind of relax a little bit at that point. Hey, Callie, how's it going today? Glad you can make it in. We're playing some Ultima online here. We're doing our Leprechaun Quest, which is super, super cool. So this is pretty much the biggest quest, or I guess the biggest event of the year by most people's standards. Most people look forward to this the most out of most of the events throughout the year. But yeah, this is really neat that we actually got to pop one here because essentially these, like this quest line or this dungeon that we're in right now is technically like a rare dungeon. Because you have to kill leprechauns out in the wild for this to even spawn. And there's only like a, you know, a 1 in, say, 50 chance that the killing of the leprechaun is even going to spawn one of these dungeons. Wow, my pet is really not happy right now. Oh, okay. So now we got to make sure what boss we... Oh! So we pop the mounted boss. So what the mounted boss means is we can actually tank it with our pets. Whereas if the boss is an unmounted boss, it has like an AoE poison effect, which you don't generally want to use your pets on. So we're just going to go around, make sure that we looted all the corpses. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Oh, my mistake. Oh, my apologies, everyone. So how are you today, Callie? Sorry, I'm kind of half paying attention here. Because I'm all like jazzed up that we actually found this event here. Gold coin 60k. Where did that come from? Oh, you can't pick it up. Okay. I was going to say, I was like, 60,000? These don't have a chance at 60,000, do they? All right, so we're all good here. All right. What? You used to play this game too, Callie? Well, by all means, come back. We'd love to have you back into Ultima Online. Oh, man. This game is so much fun. We've got a guild going. We've made lots of friends in the game so far, too. Like, this server's been really nice so far. Very mature, like, player base and stuff like that on this server. I mean, it's Felucia based, so you can get killed, but even the PKs are the type of PKs where they'll PK you and then they'll res you and try and help you get your pets back type of thing, right? Because they realize that, you know, if they grief you, they've got no more targets to kill, right? So it's really nice that way. Yeah, we've been having a really good time here. Myself and a couple of the viewers and a couple of my Facebook friends and stuff have joined up. It's been a lot of fun so far. And this is, just for point of reference for anyone watching, this is Ultima Online Renaissance. Really cool period piece server. Definitely one of the better player-run servers that I have had the chance of playing. And I have played a lot of them, by the way. I mean, I've been playing Ultima Online since pre-release in the mid-90s. And ever since then, and ever since quitting like the main servers, I've been playing player-run servers on and off ever since, and this is definitely one of my favorite ones that I've played so far. It's a lot of fun. Really true to the time period, but it has enough custom content to definitely keep you coming back, right? Which is really nice. I don't know why, but I like keeping these keys. Everyone throws them away, but... So with these little mini dungeons too, at the end, there's a little treasure chest here that you can loot at the end, and has some really nice loot in it. Roughly on par with, like, say, like a level 4 treasure chest. Yeah, we're just talking about magic weapons here. That's one thing about this game too, is that's nice. It's not like World of Warcraft where the entire game is like gear driven. A lot of the game is based around like the actual like items in the game, which is a really neat aspect about Ultima Online. Yeah, Terry Grant. Terry Grant, for anyone that used to watch it, is the actual man tracker, which is this character here that I'm just macroing into. Oh, sorry. This character here that I'm macroing in town. He's hidden behind my other character. But this is my tracker character that I'm macroing in town. And he is a pretty sweet character. Yeah, that Man Tracker show used to be so awesome. I don't think they make it anymore, though, unfortunately. Oh, a shamrock. All done this one. So that was pretty cool. I'm really glad that you guys got to at least see like one of the Leprechaun dungeons, because we had one pop earlier as well, actually. So it's really cool that we've gotten 2 today. So that's pretty decent. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, it's dangerous though, Kelly. I will warn you. Oh, were you off work for 2 weeks? That must have been a nice break though, right? That's always a nice break to take. Oh, I think this person has the same... Yeah, I think this person has the same hued headrest I do. But I bet you they don't have the matching one in real life. Hey, computer, turn lights purple.
Okay.
Oh, see, now we've got a purple one too, right? That's pretty cool, actually. I didn't realize that there was actually like clocks for the Leprechaun Quest outside of the Leprechaun dungeon themselves, so you can actually watch someone progress their dungeon. That's pretty cool. We did that one pretty quick though. 2 tamers with provoke, and Psych and I are both pretty veteran players. Like, he's probably even almost better than I am, I would say, at this game. But both of us been playing for a very long time, so with both of us having a decent amount of knowledge in the game, like, we generally progress the content pretty quick, the two of us. You know, splitting pets up. If you notice there, like, we were running our pets in one area, running summons in another area with, like, energy vortexes, stuff like that, right? Trying to keep the pets separate from the energy vortexes, just so we don't get into, like, hairy situations where they start aggroing the pets, stuff like that, right? Ooh, silver bow. Especially the regular bow too. I'm eating an oatmeal cookie here. Oh no, a broken leg. How do you manage to do that? How did he manage to break his leg? Then again, with the weather getting nicer, it's going to be quite common that kids are hurting themselves, right? Oh, sorry. Wow, I have a pink pair of the Leprechaun sandals. I didn't think they'd be worth that much. Like, are they in here? I forgot what character I have. Oh no, they're on Erwin right now, my other tamer. Oh no, like vroom, vroom, like skidooing sledding. Oh no, hey, I hate to say this, but at least it was only a broken leg. He got off lucky. Because oh man, I went through a string where a bunch of my friends had accidents on different power sports vehicles. Mainly quads, it seemed like. Quads and like mopeds. But like even my cousin, she was on a quad and had an unfortunate accident. Oh, like tobogganing? That's unfortunate then, to break your leg while you're tobogganing. Oh, excuse me. Oh. All right, I'm gonna go sell some of these gems really quick here. Sell the gems, sell the gems. Oh. Well, I'm glad that I don't have a lot of gems on this character, because I thought I had a sell macro set up, but apparently I don't on this character. That's on my dungeon picker who gets, like, gems coming out the yin-yang. Sell these up really quick. Oh. It's one thing, I gotta start putting them in stacks in the bag. It's frustrating to have to sell multiple stacks of gems. It's funny, you're starting to see a lot of players selling off like bulk gems for like a discounted price, so they don't have to run through this type of stuff. You know, selling 300 of each gem for like a very discounted price, right? It's funny. And I love treasure mapping too, Callie. If that was like a big thing for you, like that's like a really big thing for our guild, is we do a lot of treasure maps. If you notice here, like I got treasure map here, and then this is my actual dungeon picker here, and this is my treasure hunter. Oh yeah, GM lock picking, GM infiltrator. But look at that! Oh, look at that gorgeous bulk of maps there, and that's not even like half of what I have. That's just what I kind of have out, like in my bank, that I kind of like run through as I'm dungeon picking. So I've got them all sorted out, like level 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. On this server there is level 6 and 7, but they're really rare, whereas these ones are just from like monsters you're killing out in the overland, as you know, right? Yeah, see, you're really lucky. Like, that's a thing, right? And I mean, that's the thing that people don't think about, is like, they're like, oh, well, I'm just in my backyard in a lot of cases, like, especially on like the power sports things and stuff. They're like, oh, I'm just in my backyard, like, it's, you know, it's not going to happen. And, you know, boom, it happens, right? So it can be very scary. Boom, 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 boom. Well, that's always a good time. And I'm sure that he got to spend, I'm sure he enjoyed the time that he spent with his aunt as well, right? Getting to just hang out and relax and... But at the same time, too, it must feel nice to kind of be back to work and back to the regular schedule of things, too, right? That's always enjoyable. Oh! So that little green thing there that I pulled out of my bag, that's a holiday coin. So that's a currency in the game for like running different holiday events and stuff like that. And you can use it towards buying different holiday like rares and stuff. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Callie. That's pretty understandable though. The work's gonna pile up while you're off work, right? But have yourself a great day. Enjoy, all the best. And of course, take a healing potion with you, right? Make sure that you give your nephew one too, right? Pass this on. I think there's enough in these to share. I think these are shareable potions, so pass it on if you need to. Oh, sweet! Sweet! I got some holiday coins! That's always helpful. That's always helpful. Yep, make sure you pass it on, right? Make sure you pass on the healing potions. Oh, and also too, make sure you give him while you're at it, you might as well give him an RGB potion too while you're at it, right? And for anyone else, take the RGB potion with you for the day. Sip on it as you're, getting lag or whatnot, whatever else you might be experiencing through the day. Make sure you take it with you, right? RGB potions for all. We're rocking our tamer headgear, right? Rocking our deer hat, just like our character in game, of course. $5 cosplay. So what server does everyone else play on? We are playing on Ultima Online Renaissance. Come join us, everyone. Come join in on the Festival of Leprechauns. And if you want, by all means, if you want to get started, we'll get you started. We've got money to go around and stuff like that. We just want people to have a good time. Well, that's always helpful, though. It's always helpful to make a little bit of money in the game, right? Always helpful to make a bit of money in the game. We're actually starting to get up there in our money situation again, which is nice. For a while there, it was getting hairy. I'd have to transfer money over from different characters to other characters and stuff like that. But I've actually been playing the game instead of just macroing characters recently. I'm telling my buddy to make an ingot tower. So ingots are like metal bars, iron ingots. So I'm telling him to make a castle out of all his ingots. He's apparently got 100,000 of them. So it's one of the crafting resources in the game. So you can make armor and weapons and stuff. It'd be like a chrome tower. That would be so neat. That really would be super cool if you actually had like a chrome tower in this game. Yeah, that was actually a lot of fun. That was a good one. That was a good lep run too. Yeah, we'll get one more hopefully popped here and then maybe go out and enjoy some of the day. It's one thing I hate. I hate that Gump asking me if I want to go through the gate. Like, yes, I do. I've stepped in it. I'm not a new player. Like, I know that I've stepped in my own gate. Like, thanks, but no thanks. Actually, that's the other thing too. This server isn't bad for like griefers. Like I've played on a lot of servers where like you ask for like a gate, like, hey, can you gate me to Moonglow? Yeah, for sure I'll gate you to Moonglow. Then all of a sudden you're stuck on Two Tile Island dead. Oh, I know I can turn off. You know what's funny, Eekers, is I keep forgetting like where is the button for that? I can't find it. Is it under general? Yeah, I don't know. I can never find it though. The one thing I do like clicking off is the show Gump for party invites, because I always used to miss it whenever it was in the whenever it would be just in the regular like I'd always miss it whenever it was just in the regular system messages in the bottom left. So I like the fact that it's like actually comes up as an on-screen Gump now. I really like that feature. Ah, damn it. I hate it when they're in the courtyard. Oh, you pulled a heels on you. Eekers just typed what he wanted in-game on the games or on the stream screen. I do that all the time, and vice versa. The worst is when I do it in Discord. Someone caught me the other day. I think it was like Puck or something caught me the other day. And it was so funny because he's like, I saw that. Because I had it like edited out like right afterwards. Like, oh, I think I put bank or something in. And then right away I was like, oh, that went into Discord. Damn it. And then I edited it out right away. But he's like, I saw that. Wasn't quite quick enough. Oh, it's in profile. It's one of the check boxes. Ignore Moongate prompts. Yeah, there we go. Okay. There as we go. There as we go. There as we go. Thank you kindly. Always appreciate the tips there. Because there's a lot of things too, like I've been saying too, like this is one of those games where a lot of people have played it like in their past, say when they were a kid or a teenager or something like that, and they remember certain aspects of the game, but they don't remember the entire game, or maybe like certain efficiencies in the game. So it's definitely one of those games where even to this day, like you can still learn things about it all the time, and it's so fast. Oh. Like, there's still certain things in certain areas that have been in the game for, I mean, years, and I still haven't done them yet, right? Oh, you got 80 on this set of questions? That's not bad, though. Yeah, that was really helpful, Ekers. Yeah, thank you, by the way, again. Oh. Oh, this guy's got... That's cool. He's got a flag built into his... He's got a... So that's the other thing, too. He's got, like, I guess, layered cloth or something. And he's built a flag. That's really cool, actually. That looks really neat. Oh, and he's built a fish, like an aquarium as well. That's... Like I was saying, what was I gonna say? The house ownership and house decorating in this game is second to none. I mean, it's so cool what has been built into this game, especially for the time it was released, right? It's so impressive. Yeah, I didn't realize they had a chance of dropping the gates as well. That's pretty cool then. Because that's really like all you're really looking for is the gates, right? You don't really care about, for the most part, like the individual loot of the leprechauns. You're only really concentrated on like the you're only really concentrated on the dungeons that pop up. Got 80, but a whole new set of questions. So that's not bad. At least, I mean, at least you're like progressing through it, right? Is it multiple choice? I always find with multiple choice too, it kind of helps to like kind of almost like get rid of the answers you know are wrong and then kind of like look at it again. But as long as you do keep doing better, Zaz, like that's the main thing, right? Progressing through, right? Progressing through the content. You're just leveling up your brain, right? With each passing test, you just level up your brain to the next level until eventually you're ready for the boss fight, which is the final test. Oh! Hopefully there's some around here. Those cookies are so fragile, they just want to like break apart. Oh. Nope. Just an NPC camp. Oh, so for anyone that plays Ultima Online and like realizes what's happening here, so the Leprechauns, pretty much on the overland side of things, they have a random chance of spawning in dungeons, but obviously you have to fight off all the regular creatures and stuff like that in between, which is frustrating. But pretty much most of the creatures have a chance of spawning at the dungeon or at the NPC spawn camps. So we're just recalling around to the different NPC spawns and like their spawn points. We have a couple of rune books marked with the NPC camp spawn locations, so we're just recalling around to the different locations. Oh, going in again, third time's a charm. You know it, bud. Do it to it, bud. You'll get it. Ah, damn. No sparkly dungeon teleporter. I'm just gonna try and find his dragon real quick. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Oh. What was the last? Yeah, that's why having the two dragons throughout all this too can be a little bit hectic with all the gate jumping and stuff like that. So my buddy just essentially lost one of his dragons. Yeah, my buddy just lost one of his dragons essentially. Because he thought he had it with him, and then I guess the dragon like got aggroed at the last minute, so it didn't jump through the gate with him. That sucks. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, what do we got on our selling forum? I want to read those. I want to read those. Oh, did he find it? Oh, no, didn't find it. Might as well use this time. Go to the bank real quick. Get some more food for the pets. Oh, I got one holiday coin. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Ouch. That's not the greatest score, but 32. 32, that's not great. I think you might want to do some reading between the tests, maybe. Oh, he thinks he found him? Beat me to it. Beat me to it. Oh, I don't blame you. Bud, take some time off. Load up Ultima Online here with us. We'd love to have a fellow PVMer here with us. We could always use another World of Warcraft player. It's funny because everyone left World of Warcraft, or everyone left Ultima Online to play World of Warcraft. It'd be awesome if all the World of Warcraft players started coming back to Ultima Online. Doesn't sound like there's much studying going on over there. It sounds like you're just kind of hot firing tests off over there, bud. Practice test is inaccurate to the actual tests. So I'm hot firing them so I can get the okay to go take the actual test and I study with. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. That makes a sense. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to get going here before he finds this dragon. That's really unfortunate. That's why the whole like two dragon thing for this doesn't really work all that well. There's a lot of reasons why I wasn't even using dragons at the beginning. A lot of the times I'll just use a demon or whatnot, because with this much traveling you end up losing a dragon or something. Or that one mini champ too is serious with the poison. Like, man, oh man, that poison is brutal. Take your dragon down in no time. Ooh, go back inside and take a nap apparently, right? Oh. Ooh, woo, woo. Southwest Minic 2. Oh. Why is my dragon not listening to me? There we go. Ooh, 3. All right, we'll take that. We will take that. Yeah, I really need to get my taming up apparently, because the pets still don't want to listen to me. I'm feeding them all the time. I have so many questions memorized, I can just glance at them most of the time and get the answer. Well, that's the point it gets to with those tests too, right? Some of the questions you've seen 4 or 5 times, and then all of a sudden there's one question you haven't seen before and end up getting that one wrong, right? Which throws you like just below the mark you need to get. It's brutal. Yeah, I'll probably be done here pretty shortly. I can hear the family coming outside here now. I want to join them here. So I won't be playing for too much longer here, folks. But I want to see if we pop one more dungeon here, maybe. Because, like, if it's going to happen, it'd be, like, right here, right? Maybe off these 3. Oh, I already looted it. He was looting it while we were doing this. Well, hey, Master Plays, how's it going? Of course, just as I'm literally just about to sign off here, I was pretty much just getting back to town. I was just gonna go do some bank sitting here, but no, my buddy and I, we were just going and doing some leprechauns from the Leprechaun event, and he lost his dragon on the adventures, so he's got to go find his dragon, and my family's outside, so I'm gonna probably go out. Well, not probably. I'm gonna sign off here, go hang out with them for a little bit outside, enjoy some of the weather and stuff like that. But on that mark, what we will do is we will do a stream raid, of course, because we want to pass on the love to another streamer here, showing off all our accounts there apparently. We're gonna raid a fellow streamer here, so let's open up Twitch here and let's get someone opened up here and let's get them raided, shall we? And everyone, again, thank you for the views. Always appreciate that. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the follows. For anyone that wants to join up to Ultima Online Renaissance, join up. You know, we'd love to have you. It's a great server. The player base is super, super awesome. Lots of fun content. If you want to start up a character and you're worried about like grinding out, you know, your characters and stuff, just hit me up in game, hit me up on Discord or something, which reminds me as well. Hit me up on Discord or something like that, and I can get you started in game or whatnot with some loot, maybe a house or something like that. Pretty much whatever you need. But thank you again, everyone, for viewing today. Thank you, everyone, for having fun along with me. It's always a blast. Always have fun, and have yourselves a great day, everyone. We'll get you over and rated here in a couple of seconds here. One second here, folks. And again, have a great day, everyone. Much love. Take a healing potion with you for the day, right? Oh, actually, you know what? Because I know people are going to be chilling out at home, gaming and everything like that. Hey, computer, good night.
Okay.
Take an RGB potion with you, of course, too, right? Sip on it as you need it throughout the day, just in case you're getting lag or anything like that. Take the RGB potion, sip on it, and then it'll get rid of the lag, all right? All the best, everyone. Peace out. And then everyone on different platforms other than Twitch, have a great day, everyone. Enjoy. All the best. Peace out. Much love, everyone.